to Nutrition 125. This is what your course should open up to when you first log in, the announcement page. If you scroll down a little bit, you will see important dates listed. I'll leave that up the whole semester. It lists just when your 2 exams are. There are 2 exams over the semester plus the final exam. You'll have other assignments as well, but those are the big grades. Just a note, when you're sending me emails, please just tell me what class you're in. That will help considerably when I'm trying to reference and answer your questions. So let's go from here into the course information. You'll want to come in here and poke around a little bit. The course roadmap just tells you in general what you'll have to do each week. It just lists the same things that are given in week by week, but just to give you a general overall. It also gives you the course syllabus. The outline is general for all Biology 125 courses. The syllabus is specific for my class. So that's something that you want to make sure that you are familiar with. It will give you, has my office hours and my information, which you can get in other places a little more easily. But it also has the weeks that we're doing each chapter in the textbook. It lists what your grades are. It also gives you the textbook, which is Nutrition, Science, and Applications by Smolin and Grosvenor. It's in the bookstore, but if you need the author and title, that's given here as well. And it also lists my course policies, general information, so it's a good thing to go over. Okay, so let's scroll down a little bit. Then you'll have my office and my office hours, as well as my email. Email is by far the best way to get a hold of me. I don't get an instant notification every time I get a new email, but I will get back to you within 24 hours or so. So then if you go to week by week, this is where you'll spend most of your time over the semester. It just gives a folder for each week of the semester. If we go into the first week, you will find what chapter you have to read. For this week, it just so happens that there are 2 chapters. That won't happen again. It's just this week. Then you will find an outline and a PowerPoint for each chapter. You don't necessarily need to have them both, but it's just a matter of whichever one you prefer. What I would do is print out one of them and then have them as a guideline as you're reading the chapter. You can take extra notes. These are not going to be enough information for you to successfully complete the quizzes. You need to read the textbook as well. Then you have to take a quiz, which will be, it's actually down here at the bottom on this one. And this quiz happens to cover 2 chapters. The rest of them will only cover 1. That quiz is timed, so you need to be very familiar and have studied those chapters so that you can complete it in the time set. You'll take your quiz. Then there's a discussion board. Your discussion board will be about a question relevant to the chapter. You have 2 deadlines for the discussion board. The first post, your primary post, which is worth 10 points, is due Thursday of that week by noon. your 2 replies are due by the following Monday at noon. For both the quiz as well as the discussion board, I highly recommend that you do not wait until the last minute to turn in any of these assignments. It will impact your performance because you'll be stressed, and it may even impact whether or not you're able to submit the assignment. Because if you have a technical glitch, your computer decides to just wig out for a minute and come back, and then the deadline's gone. These things will shut down at exactly noon. If you're in the middle of the quiz or not, they're going to shut down. You have to have submitted. So if you're in the middle of writing a discussion post and you haven't hit submit, there's going to be no record of you having actually attempted. So make sure you have many, many days to get these things done. That's why I give you many days, so that you can schedule your time. This is ancillary material. It's an excellent TED Talk about some of the flaws in science that's being published today. Your discussion board. This week I actually gave you a link to the discussion board. Typically you have to go over here into the discussion board and click into it this way. You will not be able to see what everyone else has posted until you've made your initial post. So, because then you'll have to post your 2 replies. Then you'll be able to see them. All right, that should get you started.